Greetings fashionistas and style enthusiasts. Today we're going to recap London's Fashion Week. Whether in Camden Town or the West End, London fashion exudes boldness. Unlike other fashion weeks, London is freer, fun, and more fresh. With runways full of extravagance power, here fashion is not based on habits. Every day there is something different. London is multifaceted, sometimes more behaved like Burberry and Kent Curwen, sometimes bolder like Nensi Dojaka and Chopova Lowena, but never stuck in habits. Looking at the schedule, London always surprises. While traditional brands like Victoria Beckham and Stella McCartney migrate to Paris, new names are knocking on the door. Chet Lowe, Sabira and Gennaro Rivas. This year was the beginning of history for many brands. This season, London's Fashion Week celebrated its 40th anniversary, and there was a bit of everything happening. From premieres to events, creative catwalks, traditional brands reinventing themselves, and more powerful street style. Which isn't surprising. London street style is known for this. Just like the runways, the streets have a bold atmosphere. Everything different is there. The messy look of Camden Town, the mature look of boho chic, the festive energy of indie sleaze, the refinement of Regency era, and the sophistication of English tailoring. The city creates its own trends. On the runways, the traditional ones reinvent themselves, maintaining their codes but adding a touch of novelty, which makes everything very interesting. Without much talk, London is a masterpiece. Today, we'll see what were the highlights on the runways and the trends and what's hot in the street style. Are you ready? So let's go. Starting with runways. First things first, J.W. Anderson, perhaps the most acclaimed names in London Fashion Week. We know he's a fashion favorite. This season, the brand has prepared a space for freedom, new proportions and shapes. For this spring-summer 2025 collection, he played with silhouettes and brought new things, starting with the shortened-armed ballerina skirt and structured leather, the slip dress that gained a deep neckline, and the boots that gained a deconstructive shaft. As for the blazers, all were oversized and did not require pants underneath, which automatically activated the no pants trend. His optical illusion was also there in the straight dresses with the dawn buttons. And the highlights of the show were the pink sequin dresses, the newspaper print dresses like John Galliano for Dior in 2001, and the shift dresses that have been seen many times on the runway. Will it replace the balloon dresses next year? Well, about J.W. Anderson's Spring 25, totally outside the mainstream. Moving on to Burberry, Daniel Lee will not be letting go of the countryside chic anytime soon. That is so Burberry. Just like Fall 24, he brought outdoor looks, but in the summer they seemed more polished, with more sparkles and elegance. For the season, Daniel Lee kept the plaid and smartly brought plain ones. On the runway, sequin haltered mini dresses, indie sleeves, wrinkle jackets, floral prints, and sequin tops combined with cargo pants pieces emphasized the sophistication of London women and the sporty style of the countryside. The highlights of the show were the wooden boho heels in the Chemina column styles, the lilac and orange colors, and the loose capri shorts as a deconstructed trend. Moving on to new names, in the short time, Nensi Dojaka became a classic, always highlighting the power of feminine sensuality. Her fashion shows make anyone want everything from the runways in their wardrobe. Always wearing elegant lingerie, at Nensi everything is strategically thought out and chic. And this season, she maintains her unmistakable codes, proposing a mature summer. More pants, fewer skirts, more fluidity, and less tightness. Yes, if before everything was slim, summer is all about comfort. Pants with ruffles at the hem gave moment to the catwalks and dress that were tight on the bust and loose on the hips. On the runways, the highlights were chokers, which will certainly be one of the favorite accessories for next summer. And finally, the turquoise summer dress and flats with satin ribbons emphasizing ballet core. Next, Simone Rocha. On the runway, there were many dualities. First, a more closed look made of mini-length dresses, loose-fitting suits, and all-black tailored Bermuda shorts. And then a more delicate look with leotard-style blouses, tutu skirts, and of course, the mini pink ballet flats. This season, everything was more subtle, but all of this seemed proportionate to the new mature phase, full of trends, flats, crochets, and ballet skirts. And the highlights were the denim pieces and those styled with romantic codes such as jeans and baby pink. Not to mention the long ruffled dresses, which reminded us of summer. Moving on to Kent Curwen. If you were missing traditional English tailoring, Kent Curwen has got you covered. Presented at the Royal Academy School, all English codes were remodeled there. Tweed dresses with sheer 3/4 socks and black shoes. Tailored blazers with striped boxer shorts paired with striped blouses in the same print. And burgundy ensembles with loose jackets and midi skirts paired with tops. All about eccentricity. And the highlights was the midi dress with tights, just like Copenhagen summer. For cooler summers, this styling definitely works. Moving on to SS Daily, the collection had a luxurious feel. Everything was so elegant and mature, with the double-breasted coats and edged with fur collar, sheer maxi skirts paired with basic tank tops, tailoring sets, and leather trench coats with floral prints. The highlights was the bags with heavy fringes that activated the boho chic trend. And directly from St. Paul's Church by Marcus, Almeida brought a chic and spontaneous summer. After almost 5 years off the calendar, the Portuguese duo brought a collection with pink Victorian jackets, corset tops, floral baby doll dresses, and blue jeans and ruffled white shirts. Of course, an ODE to the Regency era. Of course, we've seen these codes in other shows, but in the Marcus and Almeida, everything is more carefree and fluid, closer to everyday looks. Next, as for runway trends, from establishing names like Burberry and J.W. Anderson to Simone Roach, many names brought new ingredients to fashion, looking at fashion in different ways. Runway brought great news, focusing on trends. Let's start with the sequin dresses. J.W. Anderson loved this and put them on colorful and vibrant dresses, unlike Burberry, who opt for the traditional silver and gold. At Nensi Dojaka, the sequins dress version was black and long. In all cases, the sequins were combined with everyday shoes, ballet flats or boots, no heels, but everything with polish, made for any occasion. Second, the orange color. Write this down. At this moment, orange is the color of summer 2025. Maybe it will be overshadowed by another by then, but the color is in almost all the big shows. They can be in accessories or clothes, it doesn't matter. They transmit confidence and energy. You can opt for completely orange looks like Burberry or just use them as a point of color, just like Tove added in the fluid skirts. Now moving on to florals. In summer-spring 2025, florals are classics made for hot summer days. Whether on tops or dresses, they exude so much femininity and delicacy, and it makes any wardrobe conflict easier. At Erdem and Rich Kwan, the print were on dresses, skirts, and even suits. Remembering that we can exploit in other pieces, especially jackets and cardigans. A classic without fear of being classic. Thirdly, the pink color. Yes, it is the new burgundy. Pink has power. At London Fashion Week, it was embraced by J.W. Anderson, Simone Rocha, and Nensi Dojaka. But remember, it never looks immature because it is paired with jeans, heels, and dark tone clothes. Moving on to bubble skirts. If you bought one, we have good news. You will be wearing it for another year. Next summer, bubble skirts will be around. Just like Simone Roach, they can be paired with tops or dresses like Marcus Alameda. Either way, they are delicate and fashionable. The kind of pieces that elevate your look to modern. This screams trend. And lastly, chess. Yes, we are talking about London Fashion Week, so this is all about the heritage of British fashion. However, now it is more subtle, like Burberry and Kent Curwen, in light blues, grays, almost soft, or more cheerful like Toga and Helen Anthony. Either way, it is no longer a winter fabric, at least not in London. Next, we have London street styles. From the runways to the streets, Street styles mixed everything. There are many styles: traditional, elegance, bold, trendy, and the aesthetic of social media, starting with patchwork jeans. Whether jackets or pants, patchwork jeans break away from the usual. Think new washes, cuts, and strays from the traditional and oversized pieces. On the streets, the basics were replaced by experimental and stylish jeans. If you want style quickly, go for this. Second, leather. In the ultra-tight leather pants, short leather dresses, or classic oversized leather jackets. Leather was in the looks of most fashion-forward fashionistas, almost never in sober tones, but with vibrant colors, textures, and unusual finishes with basic pieces or statements. Thirdly, boho style. I have to say, I love the free energy of boho. This suits all occasions and makes any wardrobe easier. For those who love flowing looks, there is a complete wardrobe. Flowing fabrics, ruffles, fringes, and ethnic prints. Everything conveying a natural sophistication. Fourth, tracksuits. Yes, no one can do without sportswear. It's everywhere at the London Fashion Week. It was paired with heels, midi skirts, and more polished pieces. And after sportswear, we have college skirts. So, since we're talking about British fashion, surely somewhere between the first day of the week and the last show, there will be plaid and pleated skirts. Whether they were more subtle or traditional, they were there, but not like Miu Miu in 2002. Here, it was cool and comfortable. Well, saying goodbye to another season of London Fashion Week with one thought: creativity is never exhausted here. London never lets you down. A diverse mood board of discoveries and art. London fashion always promotes new things, as if this were its tradition. Maybe it's the best way to create new fashion. Anyway, no matter the name, we will never get bored here. A runway full of style and personality, and creative streets full of freedom. From J.W. Anderson's sequins to Simone Roche's volumes, this season gave us a new way to see summer. Which was your favorite show? Comment below. Well, goodbye, London. Next stop, Malone. As we bid farewell, we invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay stylish, stay chic. XOXO, House of Vanity.